Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Whip Craic and welcome to Wales. We're travelling today from very northwest Wales at Holyhead terminal. We got off the ferry and we're heading to very southeast Wales, Cardiff. I've been driving to and from the Holyhead ferry for years and years, and I've always wanted to explore more of the Welsh roads.
These roads are very quieter.
Good time of year to do this because it's busy as hell during the summer.
Today we're hitting one side of the Evo Triangle, famed as the testing ground for Evo Magazine car reviews, going through Snowdonia National Park, skirting the Brecon Beacons and hitting the Black Mountain Pass, where a certain Clarkson, Hammond May used to like filming segments for Top Gear. We're completing this epic road trip in my little pocket rocket, Fiat Panda 100 horsepower. I picked a hell of a day for this road trip. If you haven't seen the previous video on this car, this is a warmed up version of the Mark II or 169 Panda. It's running a 1.4 tried and tested Fiat FIR engine. I think they call it the fire engine, but the E is for engine, so you're fire engine. Doesn't make sense. It's got a bit of a sportier look than the regular Panda, with bigger wheels, a massive 15 inches, and of course the all important sport button replaces the city button on the regular Panda. This improves throttle response and tightens up the steering.
That's what it was about, love. Thank you for indulging me. Wow. Holy fuck, man. Yes, mate.
When I was seeing Kramer, he says, Chris is looking forward to the drive. I goes, hello. That's the first thing he said.
Right, look at this. This is an amazing road. Glad I got the brakes. Nice to get away to Switzerland and Austria and Italy and stuff like that there, but fucking this is class on a day like today when there's nobody else on the road, you've got it to yourself.
I got this one just over 2 years ago, and it's quite the different car from the one I picked up. These things have a rear beam that like to rot, and with them being 100 HP only part, they're hard to come by. So you have a choice to modify a regular Panda rear beam or one from a Fiat 500. I went for an aftermarket Fiat 500 part. If you see me grimacing, it's either the sun in my eyes or the back end bottoming out. Easy, guard, easy. Most of the time it doesn't bother me. This car is really for me, teach the kids to drive in, or to sometimes I daily it to and from work. There's only ever usually people in the front, and there's not often much weight in the back. But on days like today, when we've got a load of stuff, any kind of big weight, she likes to bottom out. I stuck on some bump stops from a Fiat Coupe. They're shorter and allow a bit more travel, but they've been getting their work cut out for them today. I refreshed the suspension all round. Bilstein B4s, which are pretty much OEM spec, with the I-back springs. I've recently had all the brakes, discs and pads refreshed, and a new timing belt and water pump, along with a clutch. But I think the favourite thing I've done to this car are these seats. Huge improvement over the originals. These are from a 595 or Barth, which makes me feel a little hypocritical. As I took off all the Barth badges the previous owner stuck on the front and rear and steering wheel. I believe the original concept for what became the 100 HP was an Barth version. However, with the reimagining of the Fiat 500 that came out shortly after the Panda 169, the Barth version went to it instead. But yeah, a road trip on these seats is no problem whatsoever. Makes it a much more enjoyable experience than the ones that came with it. While in no way a hot hatch of today's standard, or even in a hot hatch of the mid 2000s, I think this thing is more akin to the hot hatches of the 80s. I think this thing could go toe to toe with a Citroen AX GT. I saw a great video recently of a guy in Italy putting one of these up against the Fiat Uno Turbo. This thing stood up well. I've been in very few cars that ask you to throw them into corners and hit the accelerator quite in the same way as this does. And it gives you the confidence it's going to see you through each and every one of them. It's a hell of a lot of fun, and you're never really in any danger of losing your license because you're not actually going that fast. Since leaving the A55, I don't think I've got above 60, and I've had a smile on my face all day. It's a perfect little B-road warrior, and it's not pretending to be anything it isn't.
You're just so happy.
And then we got to the part of this road trip I was most looking forward to. The famed Black Mountain Pass.
What a road!
Oh my god.
I've got it all to myself. If you were in a Ferrari, would you be having fun driving 40 mile an hour?
Probably not.
No. If that van wasn't there, I'd be up the other side of the road there, but there, get some space, be able to that. How fucking awesome is this, man?
Scary.
This is, but it's just, you know what I mean? It's just fun. Yeah, this is more fun than the bloody Stelvio, because the Stelvio was full of fog when we were there. I got my gearing wrong there.
Oh, okay.
That's enough. Yeah, I'm gonna pull in here.
I enjoyed the run up so much I had to do it again, just to let the wife take some footage.
Coming this way. Take it very easy.
What have you got up there?
Kira's phone, her old phone. Zip tied to the roof rack. is an awesome road. No wonder Top Gear come up here. Oh shit. Not for a wrecked car anyway, it's maybe a bit of a making sure there's no. Oh look, there's fires. Maybe it's controlled fires or something. See, let's go. That way, there's a long way down for it.
We then drove to Cardiff Bay, where we had a great evening out. The next morning, we put an end to our Welsh adventure by taking the Prince of Wales Bridge into England, where we spent time with family and friends. I can't praise this road trip enough, and I thoroughly recommend it. Next time, I would maybe try and do it over 2 days, staying in one of the beautiful villages we passed through, and getting to explore more of these amazing Welsh roads. If you can recommend any, please put them in the comments. Thank you for watching.